The sun was setting over the colony, casting long shadows across the empty stadium. The seats were dusty and broken, and the field had patches where grass had not grown in years. Ethan walked slowly along the edge of the stadium, carrying a small bag with supplies for the evening. He had been assigned to guard duty, but his curiosity had brought him here. He noticed a girl sitting alone near the center of the field. Her hair was tangled, and her clothes were torn in several places. She hugged a damaged ball close to her chest. Ethan paused for a moment, unsure if he should approach. He had seen many people in trouble before, but there was something in her eyes that made him stop. "Hello?" Ethan said softly. "Are you okay?" The girl looked up and shook her head. "I'm sorry, can't play ball," she said quietly. Ethan knelt down a few feet away, trying not to scare her. "You don't have to. I just wanted to see if you were all right. My name is Ethan. What's yours?" She hesitated, then whispered, "Lily." Ethan smiled gently. "Nice to meet you, Lily. Do you want someone to talk to?" Lily looked down at the ball, then back at Ethan. "I don't think anyone wants to talk to me. I'm broken." Ethan tilted his head. "Everyone feels broken sometimes. I think what matters is what you do next. You can't change the past, but you can try to move forward." Lily bit her lip and hugged the ball tighter. She looked at him, her eyes full of fear and uncertainty. "I used to play a long time ago, before everything changed. But now I'm afraid. I can't play, and I can't trust anyone." Ethan nodded. "I understand. Sometimes it is hard to trust after bad things happen. But I promise I won't hurt you. We can start small, just talking or sitting here. No pressure." Lily slowly relaxed a little and let go of the ball. She looked around at the stadium, the wind moving through the broken seats. It was quiet, except for the distant hum of the colony machines. She seemed surprised that Ethan stayed. Most people walked past without even noticing her. "Why are you here?" she asked. "Why do you care?" Ethan shrugged. "I guess I just believe everyone deserves a chance, even people who think they are broken. Maybe talking helps. Maybe it doesn't. But I will stay if you want me to." Lily nodded slightly. I think... I think I want that." They sat together in silence for a few minutes. Ethan watched as Lily slowly ran her fingers over the worn surface of the ball. He noticed the deep scratches and small tears. It was clear she had held on to it for a long time. He could see the memories it carried, and he could feel her hesitation to let go. "Do you remember why you loved playing?" Ethan asked gently. Lily looked up at him. Her eyes glistened with the memory of something she had almost forgotten. "It made me feel free, happy. I felt like I could do anything when I played." Ethan smiled. "Then maybe we can start there. Not by playing now, but by remembering that feeling. Maybe one day you can play again." Lily tilted her head, unsure if she could believe him. "Maybe," she said quietly. Ethan reached into his bag and pulled out a small water bottle. He offered it to her. "Here, you must be thirsty." She took it carefully, her fingers brushing his. She looked at him, then down at the ball again. "Why are you so kind to me?" she asked. "Because everyone deserves kindness," Ethan said simply. "Even people who think they are broken. Sometimes kindness is the first step to fixing something." Lily stayed quiet, thinking about his words. For the first time in a long while, she felt a small warmth inside her chest. Someone cared, someone saw her. She slowly leaned back, letting the wind touch her face. She looked at the broken field, the empty seats, and felt a strange sense of peace. "Maybe I can try again someday," she said softly. Ethan smiled and nodded. "Whenever you're ready, Lily, I will be here." They watched the sun dip below the horizon together, the stadium bathed in a soft orange glow. For the first time in a long time, Lily felt like there was a chance for something new, something good. Ethan stayed with her until the stars appeared in the sky, promising that no matter what happened, she would not be alone. The next morning, Ethan returned to the stadium, carrying a small breakfast and a notebook. He found Lily sitting in the same spot, staring at the field. She looked up and smiled faintly when she saw him. "Good morning," Ethan said, setting the bag beside her. "I brought something to eat and something to do if you want." Lily shook her head. "I don't have much energy today." Ethan nodded. "That's fine. We can just sit. Don't have to do anything you don't want." They ate quietly, the wind moving through the empty stadium. Ethan watched her, noticing how careful she was. as if she expected something bad to happen any moment. He wanted to help her feel safe. "Can you tell me more about yourself?" Ethan asked gently. "You mentioned your past. What happened?" Lily hesitated, then took a deep breath. "I used to live in a far colony with my family. We were happy once. I had friends and we played every day. I even played ball in the big games." Ethan listened closely, nodding. "That sounds like a good time. What changed?" Her eyes filled with sadness. "There was an attack. A group of humans from another colony came. They wanted our land and our resources. My parents tried to protect us, but they were killed. I ran and hid. I was alone for many days. Eventually, I found a safe place in this colony, but I have been afraid ever since." Ethan reached out and put a hand gently on her shoulder. "I'm sorry that happened to you, Lily. That must have been very hard." She nodded, hugging her knees. I thought I would never play again, never trust anyone." "I understand," Ethan said softly. "But I think you can start trusting again. One step at a time. You already trusted me enough to talk today. That is a start." Lily looked at him, unsure. "You really think I can trust you?" Ethan smiled. "I know you can. Trust is built slowly, not all at once. And I will stay here as long as you need." She let out a small breath, feeling a little lighter. She had carried her fear for so long that the idea of someone simply staying with her felt strange and comforting. "I remember the game," she said after a pause. "I was always afraid of losing, of letting people down. But when I played, I felt strong and free." Ethan nodded. "Then maybe we can work on bringing that feeling back. Not by playing yet, but by remembering it and practicing little things. We can start small." Lily looked at him. "Small things. Like what?" Ethan pulled out the notebook and showed her some sketches of simple drills and exercises. "These are things you can try. Just a few steps each day. Nothing big. If you feel ready, we can try more." She studied the sketches, her fingers tracing the lines. "I think I can do that. I want to try, even if it is scary." "Good," Ethan said with a smile. "We will take it slow. No rush." For the next few hours, Ethan guided Lily through the exercises. They ran short laps, passed the ball back and forth gently, and practiced simple movements. She stumbled a few times, but Ethan stayed close, encouraging her without pushing too hard. He could see her confidence slowly returning. As the sun moved higher, they rested on the field. Lily was breathing hard, but smiling. "I didn't think I could do this today," she said, "but I did." Ethan nodded. "I see, small steps lead to bigger things. One day you might even play in a real game again." Lily looked at the field, imagining herself running, laughing, and playing with friends. For the first time in a long while, she felt hope. She felt that maybe, despite everything, she could be strong again. "Thank you, Ethan," she said softly, "for staying, for helping me. I think I want to try again, not just in the game, but in life." Ethan smiled and nodded. "That's the spirit. We will take it one step at a time. You are not broken, Lily. You are just learning how to heal." She hugged the ball to her chest, feeling a little lighter. She knew the road ahead would be difficult, but with Ethan by her side, she felt ready to face it. Together they left the stadium, ready to face the challenges of a new day. A week passed, and the colony was buzzing with excitement. Queen Claire had announced a large competition, a game that would test skill, strength, and strategy. Humans from all over the colony were invited to form teams and compete. The stadium, where Lily and Ethan had spent time together, would be the main arena. Lily watched the announcement from the edge of the crowd, her heart beating fast. The thought of participating filled her with fear. She remembered the pain of her past, the losses, and the fear of failure. "You don't have to enter if you don't want to," Ethan said gently, standing beside her. "But I think you have more skill than you realize." Lily shook her head. "I can't. I am not ready. I am too afraid of losing, of letting people down." Ethan smiled, trying to ease her worry. "You don't have to do it perfectly. This is about trying, learning, and having fun. We can take it step by step. Even being part of a team will help you grow stronger." She looked at him, unsure. "And if I fail?" "Then you learn," Ethan said simply. "Failure is just a step to getting better." "Nobody is perfect at the start," Lily thought about his words. They reminded her of the first time she had held a ball as a child, the joy and freedom she had felt. she felt a small spark of courage. Maybe she could try. "Yeah, I will try," she said finally, her voice quiet but firm. "But only if you stay with me," Ethan nodded. "I will be with you every step. We will do this together." They went to the registration area. Teams were forming, and Ethan helped Lily find a group of friendly humans willing to train with her. They included young men and women, some skilled and others new like Lily. The team welcomed her with smiles, making her feel less afraid. Queen Claire appeared on the stage, her voice clear and strong. "This competition is not only about winning, but about teamwork, courage, and learning. Everyone has a place here, and every effort matters." The teams practiced in the stadium, running drills, passing balls, and learning strategies. Lily was nervous at first, stumbling and dropping the ball several times. Ethan stayed close, giving her advice and encouragement. "Remember to breathe and focus on one step at a time," he said. Slowly, Lily began to improve. She started understanding the movements and strategies. Her teammates cheered for her small victories, making her feel part of something bigger than herself. She began to smile and laugh again, remembering the joy of playing. One afternoon, after a tough practice, Lily and Ethan sat on the edge of the field, exhausted but happy. "I can't believe I am actually enjoying this," she said, wiping sweat from her face. Ethan nodded. "See? You are stronger than you think. Even small progress is still progress." Lily held the ball tightly. "I still get scared, but I think I can face it now. Maybe even the competition won't be so bad." "I know you can do it," Ethan said, smiling. "And remember, no matter what happens, you are not alone. We are all here to help each other." The day of the first match arrived. The stadium was filled with cheering humans. Lily's team lined up, hearts pounding with excitement and nerves. She held the ball tightly, feeling the weight of her fear and her hope. Queen Claire raised her hand. "May the best team win. They play fair, play strong, and support each other." As the game began, Lily ran onto the field with Ethan beside her. She stumbled at first, but then found her rhythm. The cheers from her teammates and the crowd filled her with courage. She remembered the freedom she once felt when playing, and she let herself enjoy the game. Even though mistakes happened, she laughed and tried again. Ethan stayed close, offering guidance and support, helping her navigate the game. By the end of the match, Lily realized she had done more than survive. She had taken her first step toward reclaiming her strength and confidence. As the crowd cheered, Ethan gave her a thumbs up. Lily smiled, feeling a sense of pride she had not felt in years. She was still afraid, but she knew she could face her fears with the people who believed in her. The days following the first match were filled with training and preparation. Lily and her team practiced every morning and evening. Ethan stayed by her side, helping her learn techniques, build stamina, and regain confidence. She still stumbled at times, but each mistake was met with encouragement rather than criticism. One afternoon, during a particularly challenging drill, Lily fumbled the ball and fell to the ground. She felt a wave of frustration and shame. Tears threatened to spill, and she looked at Ethan, ready to give up. Ethan knelt beside her, placing a hand on her shoulder. "It is okay, Lily. Everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is to get back up and try again. You're stronger than you think." Lily took a deep breath and nodded. She stood up slowly, brushing off the dirt. With Ethan's encouragement, she tried the drill again. This time she succeeded, passing the ball smoothly to her teammate. A small smile spread across her face. "See? You did it," Ethan said, smiling proudly. Her teammates cheered, making her feel supported and part of the team. She realized that even when things went wrong, she was not alone. Each practice built her confidence and strengthened the bond between her and the others. The next day, the team faced another challenge. A rival team had arrived, their members experienced and confident. Lily's team felt nervous, but Ethan reminded them that teamwork and focus mattered more than fear. During the match, Lily hesitated at first, afraid of failing in front of everyone. She missed a pass, and her heart sank. But Ethan ran to her side, offering quick advice and support. "Remember what we practiced. Trust yourself and pass the ball. You can do this." Taking a deep breath, Lily followed his guidance. She caught the next pass and ran toward the goal, passing the ball to a teammate at the right moment. The team scored, and the crowd cheered. Her heart raced with excitement and pride. Throughout the match, Lily grew more confident. She learned to trust her instincts, communicate with her teammates, and adapt to the game. Ethan stayed close, providing guidance and encouragement without taking control. He wanted her to discover her own strength. By the end of the match, Lily's team had not won, but they had played well. The rival team nodded in respect, recognizing their effort and teamwork. Lily felt a sense of accomplishment she had never experienced before. After the game, Ethan and Lily walked together across the empty field. The sun was low, casting long shadows over the stadium. Lily held the ball in her hands, feeling its familiar weight. "I didn't think I could do that today," she said quietly. Ethan smiled. "You did more than you think. Faced your fear and played. That is what matters most." Lily nodded, a feeling of pride growing inside her. She realized that the fear she had carried for so long was starting to fade. She could enjoy the game, trust her teammates, and even trust herself. "I think I am ready for more," she said softly. "Good," Ethan said, his eyes shining with pride. "We will keep practicing. And soon, you will be stronger than you ever imagined." They sat on the edge of the field, watching the sun set. Lily felt a sense of peace and accomplishment. She knew the road ahead would have challenges, but with Ethan and her team, she was ready to face them. She held the ball tightly, feeling a spark of hope and strength that she had not felt in years. As the stars appeared in the night sky, Lily looked at Ethan and smiled. She realized that even broken pieces could be mended, and courage could grow from fear. With each step she took, she was learning to trust, to play, and to live fully again. One morning, the colony was quiet when Ethan and Lily arrived at the stadium. The usual energy of practice was missing, replaced by tension and whispers. Word had spread that a rival human faction was planning trouble during the upcoming competition. No one knew exactly what they wanted, but their presence made everyone uneasy. Lily tightened her grip on the ball, her stomach twisting with worry. "What if they ruin everything?" she asked, fear clear in her voice. Ethan placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "We will be ready. We've practiced, we trust our team, and we will face this together. Fear is normal, but it cannot stop us from doing our best." Her teammates gathered, discussing strategies and ways to protect their team from interference. Ethan encouraged Lily to participate in the planning, showing her that her ideas and decisions mattered. She realized that leadership was not just about being the strongest, but about thinking and helping others. Practice that day was intense. Ethan set up drills to simulate unexpected problems, teaching the team to adapt quickly. Lily stumbled several times, but each time she got up and tried again. She began to feel a new sense of determination, understanding that mistakes were part of learning and preparation. As the evening came, the team gathered for a final session before the competition. The rival faction had sent scouts, but no one knew when or how they would act. Ethan reminded everyone to stay focused and calm, reinforcing teamwork and trust. Lily nodded, feeling ready despite her nerves. The first match of the day began. The stadium was full of spectators, cheering loudly. Lily's team moved quickly, passing the ball, coordinating, and communicating with precision. Ethan stayed close, offering advice and support, but letting Lily take the lead when possible. During the match, a sudden commotion appeared on the sidelines. A group from the rival faction tried to distract the players and steal the ball. Lily's heart raced, but she remembered Ethan's guidance. She took a deep breath, focused on her teammates, and worked with them to protect the ball and continue the game.
Ow.
Lily's leadership emerged naturally. She shouted instructions, positioned teammates, and made quick decisions under pressure. Her confidence grew as she realized she could handle challenges without fear, controlling her actions. Ethan watched proudly, knowing she was learning to trust herself. The rival faction's interference slowed the game, but Lily's team adapted. They moved as one, supporting each other and covering for mistakes. The crowd cheered their resilience, inspired by their teamwork and courage. By the end of the match, Lily's team had won. The rival faction retreated, realizing they could not break the team's unity. Lily's heart pounded with excitement and relief. She had faced fear and uncertainty and come out stronger. After the match, Ethan and Lily walked together across the field, the stadium quiet once more. Lily held the ball, feeling its familiar weight and the new strength she had discovered within herself. "I never imagined I could do that," she said, her voice filled with wonder. Ethan smiled. "You did it because you trusted yourself and your team. Fear is always there, but courage is stronger when you face it." Lily nodded, feeling proud and empowered. She realized that challenges were opportunities to grow, that leadership and trust could emerge even in the most difficult situations. As the sun set over the colony, Lily looked around at her teammates, the stadium, and Ethan. She understood that she was no longer alone. The fear that had once held her back was fading, replaced by courage, confidence, and a desire to keep moving forward. That night, as she rested, Lily held the ball close and smiled. She knew that the journey was far from over, but with Ethan and her team beside her, she felt ready for whatever challenges awaited. She had discovered strength she did not know she had, and learned that even broken pieces could become part of something powerful. The day of the critical match arrived, and the stadium was filled with excitement and tension. Lily and her team had trained hard, but the rival faction was known for causing trouble. The humans in the stands cheered loudly, hoping their favorite team would succeed. As the match began, Lily focused on her role, remembering Ethan's advice. She moved quickly, passed accurately, and coordinated with her teammates. The game was intense, and every second counted. Suddenly, members of the rival faction rushed onto the field trying to disrupt the game. The players froze for a moment, unsure of what to do. Ethan reacted immediately, blocking one of the intruders and shouting instructions to the team. Lily's heart raced, but she did not panic. She saw an opening and took the ball, passing it to a teammate at the perfect moment. The team adjusted to the chaos, working together to protect the ball and continue the match. Ethan stayed close to Lily, giving her quick advice and encouragement. "Keep your focus, Lily. Trust your instincts and your team." She nodded, feeling a rush of determination. She realized that fear could not control her anymore. She was capable of acting calmly and decisively, even in danger. The crowd cheered loudly as Lily's team adapted to the sudden threat. Her leadership and quick thinking inspired the other players, and they began to move with confidence. She guided them through the confusion, positioning players and making fast decisions. During a critical moment, Lily had to make a choice: pass the ball to a teammate in a risky position or try to advance herself. She took a deep breath and decided to trust her teammate. The pass was perfect, and the teammate scored. The crowd erupted in cheers, and even the rival faction seemed surprised by their skill. The match continued with high intensity, but Lily's team remained focused. They moved as one, covering for mistakes, supporting each other, and using every opportunity to their advantage. Ethan watched proudly, knowing that Lily was growing stronger and more confident with each passing moment. As the final minutes approached, Lily's team was slightly ahead. The rival faction tried one last desperate effort to change the outcome. They rushed in, but Lily anticipated their move. She passed the ball strategically, and the team worked together to secure the final score. When the game ended, Lily's team had won. The stadium was filled with cheers and applause. Lily felt a rush of relief, pride, and excitement. She had faced fear, danger, and uncertainty, and had led her team to victory. After the match, Ethan and Lily walked through the empty field, the sun low in the sky. Lily held the ball tightly, feeling its weight and the power of her own courage. "I can't believe we did it," she said, her voice filled with awe. Ethan smiled. "You did it because you trusted yourself and your team. You faced the challenge and never gave up." It's real strength. Lily nodded, realizing how far she had come. She had learned to trust herself, to lead others, and to act bravely even when fear was present. She felt proud and empowered, knowing that she could face any challenge. As the stars began to appear, Lily looked at Ethan and her teammates. She understood that courage and leadership came from working together and believing in oneself. She felt ready for the next steps in her life and in the colony. That night, she held the ball and smiled, thinking about the journey that had brought her here. She knew that there would be more challenges ahead, but she also knew that she was stronger, braver, and capable of more than she had ever imagined. With Ethan and her team beside her, she felt unstoppable. The final day of the competition had arrived, and the stadium was alive with excitement. The sun shone brightly, highlighting the teams as they prepared for the last match. Lily felt a mix of nerves and determination. She had come a long way, and this final challenge would show how much she had grown. Ethan stood beside her, giving a reassuring smile. "Remember, Lily, you are ready for this. Trust yourself and your team. You've worked hard, and you can do it." Lily nodded, holding the ball tightly. She looked at her teammates and saw their determination as well. Together they had practiced, faced fear, and learned to trust each other. She felt a strong sense of unity and courage. Queen Claire stepped forward to address the crowd. "Today, you will witness teamwork, courage, and skill. May the best team win, and may everyone play with respect and honor." The match began, and Lily's team moved with precision and focus. She passed the ball skillfully, coordinated with her teammates, and guided them through challenging moments. Every action reminded her of the progress she had made and the strength she had gained. Midway through the game, a sudden challenge arose. The rival faction attempted to interfere, hoping to take the win. Lily's heart raced, but she remained calm. She had faced fear before and learned to act with courage and clear thinking. She led her team to counter the moves and protect their advantage. Ethan stayed close, giving support and advice when needed. "You are doing great, Lily. Keep your focus and trust your instincts," he said. Lily passed the ball to a teammate who scored, increasing their lead. The crowd erupted in cheers. She felt pride and excitement, but stayed focused. She knew that teamwork and strategy were more important than individual glory. As the match continued, Lily noticed her teammates struggling against a coordinated attack. She quickly adjusted their positions, called out instructions, and made decisive passes. Her leadership inspired confidence in her team, and they responded with skillful plays. With only minutes left, the rival faction tried one last push to change the outcome. Lily anticipated their moves, made a quick pass to a teammate, and they scored again. The final whistle blew, signaling victory for Lily's team. The stadium exploded with applause and cheers. Lily dropped to her knees, exhausted but exhilarated. She looked around at her teammates, smiling faces and cheering crowd. Ethan knelt beside her, placing a hand on her shoulder. "You did it, Lily. You led your team and faced every challenge. You should be proud." Lily hugged the ball to her chest, feeling a mix of relief, joy, and pride. "I am proud, Ethan. I feel stronger than ever. I know now that I can face anything with my team by my side." Queen Claire approached and placed a hand on Lily's shoulder. "You have shown courage, leadership, and teamwork. We're an example for everyone in this colony. Your strength and determination are remarkable." Lily looked up at the Queen and smiled. "Thank you. I will continue to do my best and help others as much as I can." As the crowd continued to cheer, Lily realized that the journey she had been on had changed her. She was no longer afraid of failure or judgment. She had discovered courage, confidence, and the power of trust and teamwork. That evening, after the celebrations, Lily walked with Ethan across the quiet stadium. The sun was setting, painting the sky with orange and pink. She held the ball, now a symbol of her journey and growth. "We did it together," she said softly. Ethan smiled. "Yes, and you led the way. Remember, Lily, this is just the beginning. There are more challenges ahead, and you are ready for them." Lily nodded, feeling a sense of peace and determination. She had faced fear, learned to trust herself, and led her team to victory. She looked at the stars appearing in the sky and felt hopeful for the future. With Ethan and her team beside her, Lily knew she could face any challenge. The broken pieces of her past had become a source of strength, and she was ready to embrace the adventures and challenges that lay ahead. She smiled, holding the ball tightly, knowing that she had found courage, friendship, and her own inner power.